Hello everyone, got another couple of 360 shoot 'em ups to show you. One of them I've bought really recently, one of them I've had for quite a while. Okay, first game I'm going to show you is the PAL release of Akai Katana. And as you can see there, it's got the lovely Japanese artwork on the front cover. And as per usual, Rising Star have done a really good job with this PAL release. As you probably know, I've got the Japanese limited edition version of this, but I got a very good deal on this, and I'll go into that in a second. But this is the first one of the Rising Star games I've picked up on release. I normally kind of wait until they've been around about £10 mark and pick them up just for collecting's sake, really, because for a tenner it's a it's a great value purchase. So apart from a cat, what do you get in the actual case itself? That's really not very helpful. I think that's the first time that one of our cats have made a debut on the video, so you are honoured. So back to what we actually get in here. There's no kind of soundtrack disc with this, not like the Japanese version, unfortunately, but you can kind of, it doesn't really matter about that, I suppose, but I kind of quite missed it. I think that's the one down point I'd actually say to this set. And as you can see, it's quite a thick manual with quite a few European languages in there. But there we go. Some really kind of nice artwork in there that's kind of made it over from the Japanese version. Full colour manuals as well. All the instructions and the controls in there as well, so good job on that set, Rising Star. Now, the reason why I picked this up on release was because shop2.com were doing an exclusive pre-order bonus with the game, and I had to get it for the pre-order bonus, basically, because you know what I'm like with my 360 shoot 'em ups. And the pre-order bonus that you got was an Akai Katana t-shirt, which is a really nice t-shirt. It's not like, you normally get some pretty kind of shit t-shirts with games generally, but it's a good one. I do really like it, but unfortunately I don't think I'm ever going to wear it unless I can pick up the pre-order dirt cheap somewhere and get a copy of the t-shirt with it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to wear it. Sorry, just to kind of keep the collection together. Okay, the second game I'm going to show you on this video, another 360 shoot 'em up, and it's one that I've had probably since the end of last year, and it is there we go, Otomedius Excellent Special Edition. This is the US version of the game, and really quite nice limited edition. Love the artwork on this one. I think it's slightly better than the Japanese version. And this is it's a limited edition that was quite difficult to pick up in America. So let's have a look at the actual game. It's the game case itself. That's just a cardboard outer cover, quite large. Put that there. Let's have a look at what we actually get inside. Game discs similarly themed to the actual cover, and bullshit Save the Planet flimsy case. And there we go. Shitty black and white manual, unfortunately. Considering the high production values of the rest of this, kind of like when I say high production values, the kind of artistic values that this set's got, it seems a bit crappy to put a black and white manual in there. Perfectly functional black and white manual, but it's one of those bugbear things that you've probably seen throughout the whole of my videos. I hate black and white manuals, or no manual. I suppose it's better than having no manual. So what else do you actually get in this limited edition? And you get the Otomedius art book, which has the soundtrack in here as well. It's got 35 tracks on the soundtrack, so there must be some quite short songs on there. And there is the art book. It has got some really kind of nice images in there. Some quite slightly suggestive and dodgy images, but all the same, some kind of some nice artwork. It is a really nice art book. Not the best build quality, but I'll go into that a little bit later. And also get a Otomedius excellent pillowcase as well, which I've never opened. I'm never going to open, but you kind of you get the idea. It's got a character on it. Absolutely mad. One of the strangest additions to a limited edition I've ever seen. But yeah, as I say, I think I do prefer that to the Japanese version, which I do have here. Real shame that this, didn't, the Japanese version didn't get a limited edition. But if you look back on one of my previous videos, you'll be able to see, content to this, and you'll see some gameplay as well. And I just thought I'd show this as well. You've probably seen this before, but that is the Japanese version of Akai Katana, the limited edition. So yeah, different artwork on the PAL version, which is good in its own right, I think. So yeah, that's what's in the box for both those games, and I'll give you a little bit of opinion about this. But as I say, I've covered these both in the Japanese version videos that I did, so you might want to have a look back at those if you want to a bit more of an in-depth overview. So yeah. Okay then, so I will have a look at Akai Katana first. And yeah, fantastic opportunity for PAL gamers to get this one. I was really surprised when Rising Star, sorry, Rising Star Games licensed this one, because it's one of the more kind of obscure and kind of newer cave games. It's got the most insane scoring system as well. It seems awfully random to me, but it's not. It's really complex the way they actually play the game, and it was a surprising choice for me. I would have thought that it brought out one of the Mushisama or Galuda, to be honest. But no, fair play to them. They took a risk with this one, and it's a great game. I mean, I love my my horizontal shooters. They are my favourite. Type of shoot 'em up, and very brave move from them. Plays like cross between Pro Gear and Deathsmiles. Bits of it I've seen really similar to Deathsmiles, stuff with the bullet patterns. I think it's a lot tougher. Some people can rate this as one of the easier or more accessible cave games, which I don't believe, personally, from my point of view, because I find it incredibly tough, but enjoyable. So it's bound to come down in price. It's around about 25 quid if you want to buy it brand new at the moment. It's worth every penny. Really good game. If you like your achievements as well, I clocked up 300 and odd achievements, achievement points from a playthrough of the normal mode, the normal arcade mode on this. Yeah, you can pick up a lot of achievements very quickly on it. And there we go. US special edition version of Otomedius, excellent. Again, I think it's a lot better than the original. It's got rid of that stupid arcade mode that was in the original game. it feels more like its own game, and you know, not a a Gradius clone like Otomedius feels like, even though it's, you know, it's a spiritual sequel to the game. Yeah, it's definitely a better game. Some of the boss battles are insane; they just take absolutely ages, and the animation as well on some of the bosses is it's cartoon quality. It's absolutely amazing. There's more to the game, I think. So it's well worth picking. I'll say it's well worth picking up, but there's no PAL alternative of it. So, you know, if you've got a Jap console or US, you know, it is very, very good. I was gonna kind of tell a story about this release basically, and it's about the art book. Now you might ask why I've got two art books. Basically, I bought a replacement because my art book turned up and the back page and some of the back pages in the art book are all creased and fucked basically. It's an ongoing problem with the special edition basically, and I know people that have had problems with the boxes and stuff like that, and I'm not the only person who's had to buy two art books, because basically it turned up on arrival, buggered. I got back to the retailer, who I'll be blunt, it was PlayAsia, and they basically said it's a manufacturing issue, and it is. It's not necessarily their fault, but I could have sent it back as a faulty product. But with all the hassle sending it over there, I just did a quick search on the internet, found someone who was selling pristine copies, and got myself another copy. Were relatively cheap, so my edition's complete now. So I suppose I've got a spare art book. I might sell it down the line, or offer it for trade or something like that eventually. But you know me. I like the 360 shoot 'em up collection to be complete and pristine, and I was a bit pissed off with PlayAsia for a while, and I've kind of took my custom away from there. So yeah, unless it's very cheap now, I'm not going to go to them. And it's just spoiled the whole experience with PlayAsia for me, to be honest, because I've used them for years and years and years, and defended them to some respect, and just a bit disappointing. It might change in the future, I might go back to them, but yeah, the new 360 port of Mushisama that's coming out, Mushisama 3D, I've basically ordered it from another company, NTSC, so I've never had any problem with. So yeah, slightly mars the whole experience, but a great game, and at some point I'll get myself a US 360 console and I'll be able to play it. So I hope you enjoyed that quick roundup of another two 360 shoot 'em ups that have arrived over the last few months. Mushisama HD on its way, so might be a video tomorrow, might be next week, depends when it turns up. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.